guys, and welcome back to another video here at Motorsport Madness. Today we're going to be doing a little bit of a review. I don't really do this often, but when I see something come out and I'm like, right, I really want to do that on a video, like whether it be a track, car or anything else, I just want to do kind of like a review or first impression video. And this is something that came out the other day, and as soon as I saw it I thought, wow, I want it. I saw its capabilities and I thought, let's just do it. I couldn't buy it immediately because I had to wait till I got paid, but now I've been paid and I bought this beautiful mod. This is the RSS Formula 1970 V8, a representation of the regulations of the 1970 Formula 1 season. It's clearly based, as you're seeing on this sort of funky thing that's going on in the background there. It's clearly based on a March 701, not an entirely successful car from 1970, but still such a recognisable and iconic car. I mean, look at how beautiful that looks, and obviously with the logos and other names there, obviously, so they don't get sued. But it only achieved one victory in 1970, and that was the Spanish Grand Prix at Jarama, where we are now, at the hands of the wonderful Jackie Stewart. See, at the start of 1970, the car was quite quick, it was quite good, and it just didn't really get the upgrades, or didn't really see much development throughout the season. Obviously with the Lotus 72, and can't remember what the Ferrari was, but it was probably some 312 blah blah blah, as they normally are, and they just got better and better, and the March car just stood where it was. It didn't really see much upgrades. It just kind of was in the dust, just left in the dust, which is a shame. But Race Sim Studios have taken that as a template for this wonderful thing, and they've come up quite a few things in the past. You've got the Formula 79, which is a representation of 1979, the 2000, which is a representation of, yeah, you get it, which is a difficult car to drive, and obviously the recent thing, the 2022 Formula 1 car, which I haven't got. I've got the VRC version, which I just feel it's just good enough. It's just fantastic, and the beauty about this, it's not just a car. Now, I've also muted the engine sounds because I haven't heard this thing yet. I've seen one brief video. I have not driven this. I've driven on this track, so I've just downloaded this track. I've got an older version of Jarama, but I've downloaded this newer version, and I've driven on it a little bit with the Lotus 72 to get used to the track again, and build up kind of like a lap time to beat, and it's a 1 minute 33. So we're going to see if we can beat that with this. And I haven't driven this yet. You're about to see a raw reaction to this, but I do want to bring something to the table. Now, recently, as I sort of touched upon on another video with the VRC Formula Hybrid 2022, the map customization options on that car was almost unbeatable, but now it's kind of found its way to this, and it's kind of just been the new norm in new Formula 1 cars, and hopefully others as well, sports cars and rally cars, hopefully. But with this, I believe you can pretty much customize anything. So the front wings, rear wings, the headrests, everything. So before we get into driving, let's have a quick look and see what we can do in this baby. Now, I plan here, we're going to test out just the basic package, which you're seeing here, just see how well it performs, and then for the next part of the video where we can see how fast this baby can really go, we're going to take it to Monza and basically remove every bit of the car that can slow it down. So rear wings, front wings, if there's anything else, then we'll remove that too, just to see how fast it can go. So if we go up to settings here, so okay, we're keeping the same. So we've got the gears there, yeah. We've got the lovely tyres. We've only got two options, slicked or grooved. I'm going to stick with the grooved. That's pretty much the norm back then. Slick tyres didn't really come about properly until like the sort of early to mid 70s. They're still very much grooved at this time. Traction control, ABS, aerodynamics. Right, this is the interesting part. So I believe, let's see, now this is where this bit is going to be a little bit annoying. Let's see if we can just change that up a little bit. Okay. Okay, so we've got a rear wing. Let's see what this does. I believe this will change the angle. Yep. Very nice, very nice. We've also got the aero package. If we can get to the front wing, that would be great. Yeah, you can't see it, but I guess this does a similar thing. Yep. So we can change the angle depending on where we are, obviously. And the aero package, I'm sure this is going to just completely change everything. Ah, there we go. Yep, that looks pretty nice, pretty nice. Yeah, that looks cool. Right, let's see what it fit. Yeah, the front wing's also changed. It's just a metal plate, I see. Did something with the front there. Yeah, there's a bit more flappage going on, if that's a word. Flappage. I like that. I like that word, flappage. I'm going to use that from now on. But yeah, you can change all the end plates as well, as you saw. That's quite nice. So I'm not really too sure. I'm just going to go with this, the simple starter package, and see what it does on Jarama. And I believe we can take the rear wings off. Let's see if we can find that. Various steer assist, visuals. Yeah, you can take the headrest off as well, I noticed. I'm not too sure. Oh, nope. This way. You can just see it there. And yeah, you can take that off. Not entirely sure why you want to do that. As soon as you put your throttle down, your back of the head will be in the back in the engine. The beautiful Ford Cosworth V8, but obviously it's not called that. It's called something else for legal reasons. I'm pretty sure we can take the rear wing off. Where is it? Where is it? I saw a picture of it. What's going on here? Right, well, I can't see it here. So it must be just something in the setup or something, whatever. Let's have another quick look. Little browse. No. No. So you're seeing professional review here, guys. Well, I can't see it, so we're just going to have to go with this, and I'll work it out before we go to Monza. If not, then we're going to be stuck with this, and maybe I'll chuck in an end plate here. But this is the March 701, also known as the RSS Formula 1970 V8. A beautiful looking car, and I cannot wait to try it out. You're about to see my raw reaction and feeling about it. And yeah, we're going to do a couple of laps around Jarama and just see what we can do. So let's get started. So here we are in this wonderful cockpit. It really does just look stunning. There's even a switch for the rain. How cool is that? So like I said, we're in the basic package, the starter package, and we're going to be seeing how we can do around Jarama. Now, I will be frank with you, I have already, this is my second attempt at recording this video. I've just done the whole video, and then something was messed up in the audio, so I'm doing it again. I've got dinner in the oven, so if an alarm goes off at any point, then that's just my alarm telling me my dinner's ready. But yeah, it's wonderful. Visuals wise, it's really nice. I can clearly see my mirrors left and right, see my tyres, I can even see my front wing. So I can see like roughly where the end of the car is, if I'm going into a corner, or if I'm running behind someone, and what normally happens with me, going smashing into the back of someone. And you've got some nice little padding there, which is really cool. And yeah, so we're going to be doing this, and then we're heading to Monza to test out the second variant, which is the March 701 without a rear and front wing, because I've figured it out whilst doing the other video. I've also turned down the volume for the car and the engine, because it is extremely loud. So I had to turn it up, but don't worry, there will be a video covering the sounds of this in another video without me talking. So there'll be that to look forward to. Right, so let's have a couple of laps around Jarama and just see what this baby can do. And this is just a wonderful sounding car, it really is. it was actually recorded from a real Ford Cosworth, or maybe even the real car itself, which is just as impressive, because a lot of time some developers, they say, oh yeah, we recorded it from a real car, but it actually didn't. And you can tell they didn't, because it doesn't sound anything like a Ford Cosworth, but this definitely sounds like one. And Racing Studios are really a developer that's risen the bar in terms of modding technologies. You can also, hopefully you can slightly hear there's popping behind my head. That's obviously the engine backfiring. You don't really hear that often when you're driving cars. Sometimes you might hear the occasional pop, but not in cars like this, as we are doing this very slow outlap. Definitely slow. Now, I'm fairly used to Jarama. I've done quite a few races here. Normally I like to keep it tight on that corner. But on to our flying lap now. Come around the last corner. Here's the straight. We can get up to 5th here. 4th. Just look at everything bouncing around. 5th, briefly. Got to brake now, because this corner comes up very fast. So yeah, my plan of having a raw reaction got ruined by how loud this car is. I didn't really expect it, because like I've said before, I have to turn down the volume of my headset, so then I can clearly hear myself. Well, I can hear myself, but also means there's no echo. But for now, I've got it right up so I can definitely hear myself talking and the car. It's something I need to improve on. I'm still new to this, guys. Give me a break. A bit tight on this corner. I know the racing line is not there, but I don't care. It's just every time you change gear, just that flop when you push the throttle back down. It's just incredible feeling. There's not many cars you can find in AC that has that same feeling of just flop. Wow, it's amazing. I know you can probably hear my pedal as well, but if you look past that, think of how awesome this car is. 3rd gear through here, yep. Touch the curbs. You hear my gear stick working. What time can we get? A 1 minute 38.7, which isn't bad at all considering we're trying to beat the Lotus 72 here. But yeah, that's Jarama. Couple laps done. So 1 minute 38.7. That's not bad. I would do a few laps, but I'm trying to keep this short and sweet. This video, I need to get better at that because I'm crap at it. But yeah, right off the bat, it feels nice. It does feel like it wants to get away from you a few times, but in general, yeah, it's not so bad. I know there's like traction control, but this is just a quick first impressions, quick little review just to see what it's like to drive. And it is just wonderful. It really is. Visually, I know I'm sat quite low here. Normally I'd be about here, but for here, I'm here for some reason. And yeah, it's just really is the best, I would say already, the best mod for this era of Formula 1. It really is. I know the RSS 79 is also fantastic. I love driving that thing, and the Matra MS10, which I also love driving. That's made by Legion, and this is just something else. This is just such a beautiful car. I'm already in love with it. I can't wait to take this out on tracks like Spa or Mexico, Watkins Glen, all those classic tracks from 1970. Whoopsie daisy. Nearly got that completely wrong, even though I'm not even going at racing speed here. But yeah, so you get two variations. We get this one, which has got the rear wings and customized and yada yada yada. But also got a second variation, and that's the one with no wings. And that's what we're about to hop over to Italy, to Monza, to see how fast we can go around there. So let's get out of this car, fly over there, and give it a little go, shall we? Let's go. Okay, here we are then. Monza, in the same car, just a different version, without the wings. If I look up, no front wings, and no rear wings. Ow, that's the mic. Keep doing that. But yeah, we're here. We've also taken out quite a lot of fuel. There's 60 litres of fuel in here, which is standard, and I've taken out 50 to see how fast we can truly go on this wonderful track. We're using the road course as well, as I obviously didn't use the banking at this time. We're also trying to beat the Matra. The Matra I could take around here to 125. It probably won't get close to that, but it'll be interesting to see how fast it could really go. I think I've got around here in a 127 or 128 in the 72. So it'll be interesting to see how this compares. So no wings. RSS Formula 70. Let's go. Oh. And like I said a minute ago, this just already feels absolutely beautiful to drive. The sounds for definite. Normally sometimes you download a new car and it sounds very similar to a car you've already got, and it's just a little bit rubbish as I get my braking completely wrong, but no biggie. I always do that on my outlap. I didn't do it now. Didn't do that on the outlap on the original recording. But oh well. New car. Let's go through that Lesmos, and obviously 1970, the Italian Grand Prix, as it was common with a lot of teams from 68, 69, 70, it was common that when they got to Monza they would take off their rear wings and take off anything just to reduce the drag on the cars to be as fast as possible, as this is the tempo of speed after all. Walk our way through what is now the Sky Chicane, race down to Parabolica, which I believe it wasn't called a Parabolica back then. It's called something else. But yeah, 1970 saw Jochen Rindt sadly pass away after he had an accident in the Lotus 72 in a season which he eventually won despite his death, after he had a bit of a title battle with Jackie X, and he unfortunately passed away in a horrible accident, which a lot of people say probably the accident wouldn't have been prevented, but it probably would have been a little bit less severe if there was wings on the car. But that's still up for debate. At the end of the day, a legend was lost that day. Oh well, enough of that. Let's try and get this round Monza as I touch the barriers. Get a bit too cocky. So this is just a practice lap. Next lap we're really going to push. We're still going to test the limits here. I absolutely love that gear shift sound. It sounds so beautiful. There's not many cars that I can drive and they just have such a beautiful sound when you're changing gear. I think probably the Kunos Porsche 917 again has, so it sounds just like the real thing. Right, brake. We're fine. Right, let's push. Be interested to see what my lap time will be this time. But does it feel different? Yes, it feels very much like a 1960s Formula 1 car, with no downforce whatsoever, and it's just spinning around. So that last lap was a 129.5, which is interesting. So we're not actually too far off the Lotus. God, look at that. Despite the lack of downforce, it went through that corner absolutely no problem. as I mess up my gears, mess up my speech. That's what this car is doing to me. Well, it's not like I do that anyway. Ooh dear, that'll be fine. Look at it shaking and bouncing everywhere. Look at the wheels, it's absolutely wonderful. Well, I'm going to keep my head glued to the back of my seat for immersion purposes. Not even a touch of braking going through there. Whoa, that was risky. Especially in a car I'm not really used to. This is the raw Ford Cosworth V8. Gently now, gently. And full throttle, let's go, come on. The crowd goes wild. I wave, hello. What am I doing? Right, once across the line. 129.0. That's not bad. That's really not bad. For a car that was considered to be quite inferior by the end of 1970. Obviously beaten by the Lotus 72. That's really not bad. And car, what a mod. What a car. I'm definitely off camera, and I don't know if you can hear my stomach rumbling, but I'm absolutely starving, as this would have been recorded a long time ago if I hadn't just done a simple audio check. But again, I don't really have much time to record, but anyway, I'm waffling on too long. My outros are terrible. But yeah guys, that was the Race Sim Studios Formula 70 V8. Probably one of the best car mods ever made for this game, and they just keep getting better. I mean, VRC released the Formula Hybrid 2022, if that's what it's called, or it might be called something else, but yeah, a representation of the 2022 Formula 1 cars, and they were absolutely stunning. You can customize almost anything, and you can do that on here as well. And I'm sure I have plenty of fun with the customization off camera, in my own time, and just having fun with this. Spa, Kailami, everything. I'm going to be driving this charade as well. It's going to be so much fun. So, spend £3 and you get this. It's a no-brainer, guys. Go and buy it. I'll leave a link in the description as always, and of course of the Jarama circuit. And I really hope you've enjoyed this video as much as I've enjoyed driving this car. It's been so fun. I really want to do this for hours. But yeah, if you did enjoy, leave a like, comment. I've noticed there's been quite a few comments lately, so I really do appreciate that. I do try to reply to most of them, but a lot of time, because I'm working so much, I kind of just forget, so I do apologise. Share, talk about this channel, and subscribe as well. That really does make me happy when I see a notification that someone's subscribed. So if you're new around here, consider it. And obviously this car, definitely Historic Sim Studios 1970, it's got to be. And yeah, until next time, I think the next upload will probably be Sunday, and until then, have a great week whatever you're doing, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.